It's Week 11 of the National Football League.
And we'll see the Broncos' speedy running back, who's one of the best in the league at running the ball, sitting in fourth. It's the Broncos and the Falcons. All that and more coming up next.
The weather this time of year in the South, perfect. Fall football weather, and we've got the roof wide open here at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in the heart of Georgia. Today we've got an interesting Week 11 matchup on tap, as it'll be the Denver Broncos taking on the Atlanta Falcons. Hello again, everyone. Brandon Gaudin along with Charles Davis. And, Charles, we take a look at this Falcons team as they enter play. Now, they've lost 3 straight here, and it goes without saying, I guess, they could certainly use a win.
And how do they get a win? Because they've lost 3 straight, I think it's paramount that they get a fast, clean start to this game.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Broncos, they come in on a good run, winners of 5 of their last 7.
And going back through the tape, I thought they looked pretty good last week. It was a solid win, a comprehensive.
The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. So here come the Falcons now to get the football for the first time. It's Josh Allen that'll be orchestrating the offense, a 6'5" quarterback from Wyoming.
And there was a positive in last week's loss. No interceptions thrown by him. But he only threw 1 touchdown pass, and you know he wants that to improve. He might even consider that as part of the reason that they couldn't take the win last time out. I believe we'll see a more aggressive version of him this week whenever they're nearing the end zone.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. If you look at this Bronco defense, and this unit, very tough to throw against, currently 2nd best in the NFL.
And this unit knows exactly where they rank. They're number 2 against the pass in the NFL. You know they have their sights set on being number 1, looking for a big game today.
And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. 3rd and 3.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
Throwing now is Allen. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
They'll get off a fairly short kick here, as this is toward the sideline. So here are the Broncos now for their opening drive. And they will be led out by their 2nd-year quarterback.
And it felt like in watching the game tape, he got everyone involved last week.
He was a manager.
He really was. That's a great way to put it, because they ran the ball some, they threw it accurately. 1 touchdown pass, so he didn't, break the bank doing that, but he didn't throw any interceptions. That's the bottom line. That's why a defense loves a quarterback like that. Doesn't put them in bad situations.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
And darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
Now this one was tight end out on the right side. And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. Here's 3rd and 3. They'll drop the throw. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down. Here's Bryce Behringer on now to punt. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Fielded at about the 28. 43 yards on the punt, 7-yard return. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the 34-yard line.
Now Allen. He finds his man complete. That's Phillips. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Allen looks to throw on 3rd and 1. These guys running back out of the backfield. And he's going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Short yardage situation, you have to wonder if they thought they were just going to run it inside. But you have to be cognizant of the back slipping out of the backfield trying to find some open space. And that's exactly what he does to the tune of a first down.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The keeper there turning into a big play of 23 yards, and it moves the sticks. Throwing on first down is Allen. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. But it looks like one of the DBs has it. So he went out of the pocket left, and then things got dicey.
And what often happens is when they get outside, they want to keep their eyes downfield in order to try and complete a pass. But when they try to make a play, they've got to get their footwork involved. And that can really mess them up as well. And in this case, nothing went right, and the ball got knocked free.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. Well, look there at his numbers on the ground a week ago. North of 100 yards, the 2 scores. And, you know, you got to give a lot of credit to the O-line. We talked a lot about him, but offensive line was good, too.
They're obviously in sync with each other, whether it's zone blocking, power running game, no matter what. He understands how to read them and find the creases that they provide.
His first catch there, good for 10 yards and a first down.
First down, Denver.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And a good pickup there. He gets about 6 up to midfield. The Broncos at 6-3 on the year. And they come in playing pretty well, 6-3 in their last 9.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline.
There he goes, right side. And they will finally get him down, but not before he takes this to the Falcons' 17-yard line. 46 yards rushing for him now on just his first 3 carries.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. They'll set up to throw. He finds his man complete. That's Cochran. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that'll bring up second down.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 13-yard line.
They'll try and run this one right up the gut. And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9.
By number 18. Tackle made at the 9-yard line.
Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And this is not going to be enough. Was in search of 2 yards and only got halfway there.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
A field goal try forthcoming now for the Broncos. This from 25 yards out. And his kick is indeed good. And the Broncos, the first to grace the scoreboard. It's 3-0. So the defense are able to force their first turnover of the game, and then they add on to that by getting the field goal.
And you don't just want to take the ball away from your opponent, partner. You want to make them hurt as well. And if you don't score yourself on defense, turn it over to your offense and have them put points on the board.
And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive? A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown. But they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach would be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield, punching the end zone without turning it over.
And he is out of bounds right around the 34. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Allen. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Phillips. And that's good for a gain of 6. And that's going to bring up 2nd down. One back in the backfield. He'll get the carry. Burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46. 15. Interior of that line blocked really well on that run, but also the 2 tight ends, they blocked well too.
Not only have they scouted the line of scrimmage, with their agility, they can get upfield and hit moving targets like linebackers, defensive backs. They do a really good job helping out the running game.
Now a 2nd and 10. Allen now looks to throw. And the Broncos get there and take him down. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up 3rd. Here's Allen to throw it. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Just 34 yards on the punt there, no return. And it'll be 1st and 10 Broncos from deep in their own territory. Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. Last week, a strong showing, up over 100, also 2 trips to the end zone.
It's the kind of week that if you said, listen, I'll let you have this type of a game each and every week, you'd sign up for it. You wouldn't try and get too greedy. But let's face it, good runners always want to be a little bit more greedy at the end, try and squeeze out every last yard. He's going to try and duplicate that and exceed it in this game.
A little bit of daylight on that 1st down run sets him up nicely. 8 yards on the carry. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Broncos football as we begin quarter number 2. From the 33, here's 2nd and a couple. As they've got it as we resume action. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. 2nd and 10. They're going to look to throw. He fights him off, but he can't get away forever, and down he goes. He couldn't get away. He'll wind up losing a dozen yards, a 12-yard loss, and it brings up 3rd.
Got to give him points for the attempt, but there's just a wave of pressure there. A host of people in the area. Evades a few, but couldn't evade all of them.
Now 3rd down and very long. They'll set up a throw. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss. Here's Bryce Behringer now. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. And a fair catch taken back near about the 35, 36-yard line. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And it will be Falcon football. Very good starting field position for the Falcons offense as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 37. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They stay on the ground. Here's Bolden again. Able to power through. And he's going to have a Falcons first down as they get 5 there on 3rd and 2.
Look, we talk about second effort all the time, but in short yardage situations, you'd better have second effort in order to try and pick up a first down. And sometimes as a back, you have to be your own blocker too, don't you?
And we talk about running lanes. He made his own running lane right there with that power move. He finds some way to turn this into positive yardage as he struggles forward for a pickup of about 2. And now they'll throw with Allen. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage.
The plan was clearly to challenge them by sending a blitz on 2nd down, but even the extra guys couldn't catch him in the backfield, though. He doesn't scramble for it first, but he does get the last laugh by evading the blitz and getting beyond the line of scrimmage.
And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down.
And, partner, when you run the ball on 3rd and 2, you're telling the whole world you got nothing but confidence in your offensive line and your runner, and you expect to get it. But they were stuffed on that play. Only got 1 yard. Great job by the defensive front, the linebackers. Everyone got involved to force a 4th down.
Well, he's going to be stopped up right at that unofficial yellow line, but I do believe he got the 2 yards. Yes, confirmed by the referee. It's a first down. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. That's complete to his receiver, McCord. And he's taken down inside the 30. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Allen. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on 1st down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
Play action is supposed to be used to slow down pressure, slow down blitzes. In this case, though, if it takes a little too long to develop, you got people right in your face.
And lucky just to get rid of the ball with the arm going forward. Could have been a fumble. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. And now we'll get a stoppage here. There appears to be an injured Falcon on the field. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. They'll run with Hall. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A pickup of 4 on 1st down. It'll be 2nd and goal. Hall again. And he gets in. Touchdown. Touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons have taken the lead. So the toss play effective, even down here near the goal line.
Yeah, and you're hoping the defense commits too many men to stop the run in the middle of the field and that your blockers can gain a little bit of an advantage. And when they do, foot race to the pylon, and this time, he had the speed to win that race.
Extra point attempt to follow here. And this is up and good to make it 7-3. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. Well, look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. And I'm wondering if maybe they don't go away from him on this drive a little bit. He's been great, but they haven't scored a lot of points.
I think they still have to show him as a threat. Make sure he touches it a few times. But as you pointed out, use him as a decoy a little bit and get the ball in the hands of some other people in order to put more points on the board. But he's done a really nice job of establishing them with his running.
Yeah, he's established himself well. Now can they put more points up? Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. They'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on third down. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. On third and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he will have a Broncos first down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on third and 4.
And the Broncos first down.
On first down, they'll go. And he coughed it up. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and now it's third and 3. Back to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Broncos first down, I do believe. Yes, he's got it by about a yard there on third and 3. To another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth.
Yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
They'll look to throw again. Throwing left sideline there, but it's incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
On first down, they'll run it on the draw play. Excellent job pushing through tacklers that time to pick up 6. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40. Touchdown! George Pickens. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. And I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that, so he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the 2nd-year quarterback.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And the Falcons now going to go on offense late in this first half. A slim deficit here in a 1-possession game. Not much time left, obviously. We'll see if they can march this down the field, at least get 3 and take some momentum into the locker room. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10. To throw, it's Allen. He's got his man, it's Andrews. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number one. Allen going to try and throw on third down. Able to find the open man. That's complete. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime. Over the middle, complete. It's Phillips. Falcons going to use their third and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. And that one will be no good. He never had it on line. It's well wide to the left. And instead of tying it up, they'll remain down by 3.
And this is a commentary on today's kickers and just how good they are that a coach would think about running his guy out there to try a 59-yarder. Here it backfires on him, but as a kicker, you have to appreciate the confidence that they showed in you.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. They'll throw now on the final play. He's going to throw one up for the end zone. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. So we come upon halftime with the visiting Broncos taking the lead to the locker room. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Things starting to get interesting in this final weekend before Thanksgiving. So let's see what's going on around the NFL.
Past the halfway point of the season and now past the halfway point of this game. We skip halftime and get right back to the action. Set to begin the third quarter. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. So here are the Broncos to take over on offense. They were victorious over the Chargers last week, and now they work with a lead again here as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. Limited running room as he'll get about 3 to the 21. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job standing in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Here's one deep for Pickens. This is caught inside the 15. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Oh, my goodness. I'll tell you what, third down, all you're thinking is, what can we do to keep this drive going to get enough yardage to move the sticks? You're certainly not thinking about taking this one almost the length of the field, but that's exactly what happens here. What a play, and what a change of fortunes.
He'll look to throw. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down. They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal. They'll bring the tight end in motion right. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Martin. They'll wind up getting 7 on the completion, but they'll still be faced now with a 3rd and goal situation. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. George Pickens with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Broncos take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Here comes the Falcons offense. It's their first possession of the second half now. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
At this point in the game, in the situation they're in, partner, these incompletions that we're seeing, they need to turn into positive snaps, and soon.
Throwing is Allen on third. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
The Falcons send out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Fielded at the 43. A 39-yard punt, a return of 5. And the Broncos take over, first down and 10. And Denver getting set to take the field. The last time out, they had to march almost the full length of the field for their touchdown. So here, much easier, Charles, with this better starting field position.
I love your sarcasm, but I love even more your observation, because, look, what they did last time out, now with a shorter field, they should have a lot of confidence that they're going to put more points up on the board.
And second and 10, he'll look to throw again. And he comes back with one complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Give him 14 yards there and a Denver first down. They'll look to throw. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Tight end has become a bigger and bigger part of the passing game in the NFL, but if you drop the football, that position can get swapped out with a wide receiver in that spot, a running back in that spot. There are other ways they can go if you're not going to catch the ball.
And that's not just his first drop, his second drop of the game. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard. Back to throw again. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
So the lead grows here incrementally, but I think the way their defense is playing, you feel okay with just getting 3.
They've definitely been stout so far, but now that could all change, because if one guy gets loose for 70 yards, this is a different game. But as it stands, field goals are good. Just keep adding to that lead.
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. And here now come the Falcons. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 15 yards there for number 15. So here's a first and 10 at the 38. To the air, Allen. He's going to loft this one deep left sideline. Oh, and that is incomplete.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
And meanwhile, Allen's throw into the hands of Andrews. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now Allen. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
Looks like another empty possession offensively. And you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. Denver's offense now set to go. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
And he's taken down. It's a gain of 3 from the 17 to the 20. Here is 3rd down and 4. Back to throw here. And he is caught. And he will have the Broncos first down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Now back to throw. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle 3rd. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down. Again, he'll drop to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards.
Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking of throwing to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the first down and then some.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Pass thrown to Adams. He's got it on the crossing route. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. 17 yards is the pickup there for number 17.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try to put the hammer down and finish this one off.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone. 85 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. And they'll keep leaning on the running game back to the ground. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Taking it in from the 20. And the Broncos will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
They'll try and throw for it. And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more. So they go with a pass, and it works there on the 2-point try. Charles, just in general, what are your thoughts passing versus running on 2-point conversion? Situational?
It is situational, and you have to know your team. What is your strength? Because so many people think you have to throw the ball in a 2-point conversion, but the stats will tell you that running it is about as proficient. So know your team and go to your strength.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Atlanta now coming out on the field. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Ball at the 26, 2nd and 7. Now it's Boulder. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. The offense on 3rd down, not quite 50%, 4 for 9. This will be 3rd and 5. Now Allen. He's got his target. That's complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
Defense.
So they will wave off the flag and let the completion stand.
Really great job by the receiver fighting through all the contact and still coming down with the football. All that great work in practice being put into the game.
And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
At the Broncos' 32-yard line.
Allen. And this is going to be hauled in by the tight end Andrews. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A good pickup there, 26 yards. A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or, boy, something that feels a little bit cheap. But they trim that lead down to just 2 scores. That's still a benefit to this squad.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. 3rd down and goal. This Denver defense trying to hold up for one more play. Allen going to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. Terry McLaurin, his first touchdown on the year. And the Falcons have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you kept them out of the end zone there, this game's over. You've locked the door on them. Instead, it's still open a little bit, and they've got a puncher's chance.
The extra point splits the uprights, and that cuts the lead to 28-14. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. This taken in at the goal line. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He's been a good workhorse. I know we use the word workhorse a lot, but he's been a good workhorse for him in this one.
No doubt about it, and there's nothing wrong with that. That's what you're looking for if you're a back, because that means everything's coming together for you. The big guys up front have created space. You've run through it. You've probably got some help even from the wide receivers who want to catch passes as opposed to block, but they're helping out too.
Yeah, everyone's pitching in. He's had a good game. He'll try again with the arm here on second down. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. Third down.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. That one taken in by Adams.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 23 yards, the final tally.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 42-yard line.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Out of the gun now on third down.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. That's a first down with a cherry on top, 31 yards.
And this is seemingly how it's been all game long. This defense has been just a step too slow. And here they're burned again. Another big play.
Back to throw now on first down.
Finding Pickens for another catch.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His second catch in a row, first down.
First down, Denver.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. A nice display of powerful running, but it takes him only to the 7. He's dropped there. This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on second down. They'll drop the throw. Toward the pylon, caught. A 5-yard pass on the heels of a 5-yard run. Good enough for the first. And he's certainly been a huge factor in this when he's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. 2nd and goal from the 1. They'll set up to throw. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown.
George Pickens
with his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year.
And the Broncos are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. Well, I've heard you use the term put-away drive, and that right there seemed like the definition of a put-away drive.
Yeah, it certainly just pops right up out of the book, doesn't it? Because up 2 scores already, just wanted to possess the football, keep converting and picking up first downs. And if the drive ends in 3 points, that's terrific. If it ends in a touchdown, fantastic.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Well, the Falcons back out getting set for this next drive. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. Just too much to handle on the other side in this one.
Throw to the right here, taken in by McLaurin. So the completion good for 6 yards, and that'll make it 2nd down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 35-yard line.
Throwing now is Allen.
Throwing it Terry McLaurin's way again, and he's got it.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now Allen again. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. The improv act there, good for 9, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd and short, 3rd and 1. To throw, it's Allen. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Falcons first down, and he's going to have it by plenty. Able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 2. And looking for Andrews, but this is intercepted. And the Broncos are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line. Well, we saw plenty of that during his much-heralded college career. He parlayed that into becoming a first-round selection. And now here he is making interceptions in the National Football League.
And this is a guy that has all the physical tools, but the thing that sets him apart is what he's got between his ears. And that's the sixth sense for knowing where the football is going. Just an excellent play there to create the turnover.
Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable fourth-quarter lead. Here's a run on first down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard, 2nd and 11. And in this situation with a lead fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. Still needing 10 yards. Now it's 3rd down. They're going to look to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10 at the 47-yard line.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. 123 yards rushing now as he's done it on 22 carries. They put up their goal at the beginning of the season, and that was to win 7 games, and now they've accomplished that mission.
And congratulations to them for achieving their goal. They have to finish the season strong, but you got to think that going forward for next year, they're going to jump that number up a little bit higher.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. So long, everybody.